All right, we're back, guys. I'm working on the quad again today. It's rainy, cold, and now I get to play inside for a little bit. So this is the little battery that I'm going to use. That's the wiring right there from the quad itself, back when it was a quad. And this is the battery that I'm going to use to build a little battery box. This one's dead. I killed it by trying to charge it with a regular 12-volt charger. You're supposed to use a lithium-ion charger, so I killed one of them back in the day. I bought two. The other one is still good. It's on the racing cart. It's down there. And we're just going to pop that one off and put it on here after I build a battery box. So I'm going to build a battery box real quick and then start in on the wiring. All right, so real quick here, I think I tack welded this on here just a second ago because I think I'm going to try the battery like right in this location underneath the hood of that thing. So that's what I got so far. I don't have any zip ties. I don't know, maybe I do. And this is the size I think I want to use. So I think this is going to be my location. Here's all the wires from the 250 quad, battery here, everything underneath the hood hopefully. I'm not mounting it here because I don't want to block any of the air that the fan is going to be. I like to try and keep as much air going over as possible. So that's why I'm going to mount it like that, not like that. So I'm going to put the body back on and see if this is in a good enough location. And yeah, I think so. So let's throw the body on. Okay. Let's see if that battery fits underneath it. I'll bring you guys over. Up under there is what I'm hoping. That's where I made that angle bracket attached to, or tacked it onto. Now I'm gonna stuff my arm up in there and see if I can get the battery in there without hitting anything. And that looks just fine. See that? The battery. So now I'm just gonna, make a box, obviously. Run it back and then run it back down with a little piece of support for the battery, and that's going to be the battery mount. So I can start pretending that's where the wires are going to end up. Hope you guys got a good view from there. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm just going to overlap them is what I'm thinking. And of course it's going to be tweaked down, but I'm just going to overlap it so it looks like a little box. I might cut the V, but I don't think so. I'll probably just overlap and weld them together. So I know I want it to come straight out this way because the wires are going to be on this other half, and I don't want to block as much. So maybe two of those, whatever size that is. All right, I'm set up to weld this battery box together. So that's what we're going to see. These are all the little pieces that I made. And I'm just going to tack away. Apparently we're not plugged in. Oh, Jesus. That's square, is there? Not bad for the eye. Good enough for everything. Okay, let's try that again. So, just gonna mark exactly where I want this to sit. With a Sharpie. That's the back side of it, by the way. I'm going to tack that one in there too. It'll just take me a second to nut that. Oh, tack's going to let go before that happens. Hang on, do it a little bit. I guess I'm going to weld that in a little more, then do it. Because otherwise she's going to come flying off there. Okay, now cut it. Should have been a better tack on that one. I really just don't know what I'm doing. Hold up. It's a little straighter this time, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to weld it in. Maybe grind that off. Move it forward. All right. I'm going to do the other side. You guys can take a look. Yeah, so far that's my battery box. We're gonna hit it again with the little end cap. Figured you guys like a little bit better of a view. That looks pretty decent. You definitely have to take that down first. I'm never getting that out. No, not quite. Sweet. Okay. It's a little box. Okay. I'll weld up the other parts and then I'll let you guys in after I'm done. Okay, let's add the little reinforcement here. I don't know if I like it that way. I like it right there. Ciao. Best to make sure she's straight now, eh? All right, tell me what you guys think. That's the little battery box done. Take a look at that. That's its little support. That's the little battery box. That's how it looks. So here I'll show you exactly how the battery looks. Boop. Just like that. There's a couple holes. Probably how I'm gonna zip tie it down, or I'll zip tie around it anyways, because I don't have anything to clamp it yet. But hey, looks like a battery spot for me. So that's battery box down. I'm gonna give it a rattle can. You'll see it next. It'll just be black. So if you want to see the little job that I did, that's it. I mean, the welds aren't the best, but it's on there. I'm pretty stoked about how that little battery box turned out. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a quick rattle can and then get to wiring this thing. Okay, so far I've stuck the CDI onto where the body used to mount for the quad. All the wires bunched up into a bundle that I don't want run all over the place. Then I have the coil, which is just on another tab that used to be on the quad. And then I have the key switch that goes up. Actually, I don't know if that is a coil or the starter solenoid. Yeah, I think it is a starter solenoid. Starter solenoid. Coil is that part, which is down the way, which I'm thinking I'll just do a little bracket across the way. Here, I'll pull it in for you. So right across this part, this used to hold, I guess, a different, I don't know, something different on it, honestly. But, or I used to hold this, but I lost the bracket. So I'm just gonna make a little bracket to go between the two to hold the coil. Coil goes onto the other side, onto the spark plug. And then that goes to the starter. Okay, I'm on that one. And then I have the ground and the regulator. So I'm gonna wire all this part together, and then you'll see it all taped up and run, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I got you guys all set up here so you can see this is where the coil used to be. And now I have a little bracket I made just out of some scrap steel. I'm gonna stick this behind it because I'm running out of, I don't have any bolts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tack this on either side because it's it actually holds itself on with one. So I made this with 3 holes. I'm gonna weld that onto there, and that's gonna be the mount for the coil. Okay, let's start it up. Whoops. Oh well. That says welding. Just tack the other side. Jeez. Yeah. Perfect. Good enough. Okay, so that's that coil there. Should cool that down somehow. Okay. Well, now that I know that fits, I guess I'll give it a quick rattle can. Just so it doesn't rust all the crap. The other side's still black. Okay, that looks good. In the spot where I attach the welding part, 4 foot. Nice. And I'm not going to wait to stick that on. I'm just going to stick it on, let her dry with the bolt there. And act like I didn't see it. Good. Sounding nice. I like it. Turn it a little bit. Nope. She doesn't want to turn. She's perfect. Okay. On to the key. Okay. For another time, body back on. See where I want to put the key switch on. Okay, that's where it's going to sit. Let's take a look here. Right there is where I'm thinking I'm going to put the key switch. That used to be where the steering column came through. So I'm just going to cut the hole big enough so that the bottom half of this goes in, but the top half doesn't, obviously. So here I go. Okay, I figured you guys want to maybe see. There's the key switch. I'll just pull it off the harness real quick. This layer, back over the top layer. Not much. Okay, test it again. Ooh, you're so close. You don't want to go. Ooh. That's it, right there. Okay. Off is down. Ignition off. Better test with the keys. Turn. It's upside down. And it wants to be off. Ignition done with it. Perfect. Okay. Stick it in. See how that fits nice. Okay, I'm gonna throw the body on and see how that key switch fits. Okay. Looks nice and clean. I like it. Sweet. Okay. We're gonna move on from there, I guess. But that's just the key switch. So we have the coil on now. Starter switch on. I see right now I'm missing that bolt. There you go. So yeah, if you look, I'm missing that bolt. I'm also missing the one under the carburetor. I'm missing the throttle carb spacer. So yeah, first though, I'm gonna clip this on and then we'll move over to the other side because we still have the light switch to mount. All right guys, so just so you can see what I'm thinking is I got a, whoa, there we go, thank you. So I have a piece of mini bike handlebars, and this is what the quad used to use to hold all the kill switch, light switch, high, low, and the actual starter button. Key just turns it on. So this is what I'm gonna use as to hold this. So all I'm gonna do is take a little piece of pipe out. I'm gonna weld that onto there, is where I think this switch would work really well. So I test fitted it already. I ground down where I thought it would be a good spot. And I think I like it right there. I'm gonna weld that on, and then well actually this time I'm just gonna leave the camera on. You can see how I tack it on. I have to cover up the engine because I don't want to pull it out right now. And I'm just gonna be gentle and tack it because there's a bearing right there, obviously. Just tacking it. Tack all around, trying to keep it as cool as I can. I'll probably run the compressor, by the way, to keep blowing it off, so because I'm sick of making more and more of a mess. All right, hope you guys can see it from there, because we're going for it like everything else on this build, just going for it. Oh, gotta have her on though. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't bump you. Mess you all up. There you go. Sorry about that. Don't have to bump the camera. Alright. Okay. Before we do anything else, we're going to test to see if this is where we want it, because otherwise I'm just cutting and making more of a mess. It's not bad. Sweet. Okay. So I'm going to tack all that in. And just do it nice and slow. So hopefully it doesn't look so bad when it's done. Perfect. Good to go. I'm gonna grab the air compressor now because I don't want it to get any hotter. So this is what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna tack, then cool down. I really don't want to cook that block. That bearing block is very expensive. For me, they're expensive to buy. clean it up with a wire wheel and I'll get you back in for a look. So there it is, guys. I just slid it on there to see where it fit. That's not too bad. That's exactly where I like it. So key switch will be over here. Here's all your buttons and your lights and everything on the right. Oh, I don't mind that. So I got a couple other things to button up, and then we'll try a test fire it. I'm thinking before I even bother with doing the clutch or the throttle. I just want to hear it run a little bit, honestly. So hopefully that'll be next, I hope. So we'll see. Okay. One thing we got to do before we can try and test fire this thing is I'm going to undo the carb, and I got the spacer, phenolic spacer and gasket for this thing, because I don't think there's any gasket on this at all at this point. This is a new carb, a little PZ30 instead of the one that was on it. Just a new carb, honestly. I don't want to mess with the old one too much. So, it's a little spacer. I'm pretty sure O-ring has the side that doesn't need it. That's the way it wants to be. Okay. Carb. Just like that. It's just 210 mils. Attaches little carbs. Make sure the one that's attached to the motor's on there. Okay. Both of those are tight. So that's the carburetor's attached. Here's the air filter that comes with it. Throw that on the bench. You get a better shot from there. There you go. Air filter on, starter's on. So we need the key switch to be able to turn it over. Are you guys watching? Look what I'm doing here now, jeez. Don't know where you were. Start watching, Jesus. Okay, so this is this. So there, that's gonna be our temporary gas tank. Okay? Perfect. This got to go like that. So, do this real quick. Just tighten it up. Right direction. There we go. Okay, so what's left? I have to put the front grille on because the key switch is on that grille. I guess I could just, let's clip it in for a minute, eh? Give it a shot that way. Gas. I need some gas. What's got gas in here? So, I'm out of gas here. Oh, the squeaky's got to stop. Sorry. So, I'm out of gas and I want to test fire this thing hopefully tonight. So I'm going to pull off the race cart here and pull its line. Jerry can, I don't know, give me a liter or two to be able to test. Would be cool. Man, even this fuel line's pretty cheap. Cheap fuel line. It's hard. There we go. That. There. And then I'm gonna finish doing some of this stuff with that. That's staying there. So I can try this thing because I want to try it. So one thing we need to do is we need to go to the garage where the other little quad is. I don't know if you can see me, but yeah, where the other quad is. And we need to go get the muffler off it so that when we fire this thing tonight, we don't kill me for doing all the neighbors kill me. So let's go. Out the shop. Yeah, it's not light out anymore. It's dark out. All right. That is an 8 mil. Back to the shop. Finding some tools. Making it work. Okay, 1/2 inch. And why don't we get like a little 1/2 incher? I think these are a little size. Yep. Sure that jerry can thing is still working, which is awesome. Going to get a muffler. Oh. Oh. That. Got it. Okay, we're gonna take that. I'm gonna take this. Those were my little shims. Take all my tools back. A flashlight. Oop, about. Thank you for your service, Gator, a little mini quad. I will get you a muffler soon, hopefully. Okay, that's the best angle I can give you for now. I don't think we'll worry about the hanger tonight, but just get a muffler on it so that it's not so loud. Oh, that worked out wicked. Okay, cinch you down. Is it tipped right? Tell me if it's looking, if it's tipped right. There. That's it. Muffler installed. Okay, that way I can test fire this thing. Where's the key switch? It's still in the body. I bet. Yep. Key switch right there. Okay, so I'm gonna try and, I guess I'll put this thing on, and then we'll test start it. And I'm sure everybody will get mad at me because it's gonna be loud, I bet. Woo Star. Good job, Woo Star. Although, maybe keep the yellow off of it. That would be kind of cool. Instead you kind of muck that up a little bit. Oh, it's hiding under the boot. I'll take that. Okay. If you've never done one of these, they're super easy. This carb came off Amazon. I've done so many of these. So, I was going to explain to you real quick because these are pretty goddamn easy. Take this through the cup. Sorry. And through the little boot. Like so. And through the spring. sure you give yourself all the line that you got. Well, this one will be easy because it's not connected to anything yet, I don't think so. Super easy, just like that. Just like that. Then I look for the idle screw, which is on the far side. And that's what that slope does. That adjusts the idle, so I know that that's got to go on that far side. Now it's just a game of will you go down? Bingo. Okay. Test that out. I hear it slam closed. I hear it open all the way. That's what we're going to use to test fire it. Okay. So now I've got some jerry can gas from the race cart here. Still got a good one in there, but that's more than enough we need. Try and get it back on without spilling it everywhere. Ready? Oh, nailed it first try. Will this little tiny little gas tank not leak fuel? Let's go. There's a little tank. Just perfect for now, okay? I think it's off an old lawnmower. That's what's gonna be our tank for this thing for quite a while. Good enough for our first run. Fuel in the thing. All right. Okay, I'm going to connect right there. I'm going to connect the key switch back up to the harness, just like that. All right, I'm going to open the big bay door so that we don't fume ourselves out. Okay, let's go through the checklist real quick. For one, oh, it can't move. It's actually got no chain. So we're okay that way. Next thing we need to make sure is, do we have fuel? That carburetor, we do. Is the carburetor bolted down? It is. Spark plug's connected. What else do we have? Exhaust is on. That's a brake switch. This is all the key switch lights and everything. I don't know. Battery's connected. I think we're there. So I'm gonna hop on this thing and we're gonna see if it starts. And whether or not I messed up any of the wiring is the biggest question, because I am no electrician, so I have no idea. Okay. I have no idea how to know if it's neutral. It's all the way down and then back one. That's neutral technically, so. Alright, fuel line. Nothing's leaking. Choke on this thing you kind of have to hold in order to use the choke. So, I don't think we need fuel yet, or more. So that's on. No fires. No sparky. Nothing's smoking, so. Okay, on to stage 2. I'll turn the choke. I'm gonna hit this button and it's gonna go, right? Oh, yeah. Oh. ya. Oh, she didn't like that yet. Okay. Did we lose our fuel? We got fuel. She went for a minute there. She was running. Maybe she wants a little fuel now. Oh yeah, she likes a little more fuel than that. Carburetor's turned down too low. All right. Try again. Turn that again. Come on. Ooh, come on, baby, run. Come on. Getting close. Oh, it's running. Oh, no, it sounds healthy. Oh, it sounds cool. That is running. And idling. Oh, this is sweet. Choke's off. Give her a little bit more. Yeah. It is running! That's better than it did too. All right. Come on in here. Enjoy this one. Yes. So that's between my legs. There's the controls. I can just hear the carb running. Or, you know, it's sucking in air, which is sweet. Brake. Gear shifter, we need a clutch and a throttle. All right. I'm gonna have to turn this off before I gas myself out. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. And it shuts off. Kill switch works. That's wicked. Something smoking. Paint or something. Or the exhaust. Something's hot down there. Oh, the exhaust touches the... right there. It touches the frame. Oh well. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. I appreciate you watching. This is it. She's running. I got a little bit more things to hook up and connect to, and then hopefully we can get test driving this thing. But that was a successful day for me because, I mean, it started. So the wiring worked. Thanks, guys. Cheers.